It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these AFC South foes. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a good matchup in the AFC. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And finding the tight end Hooper. And not much to speak of. Calling a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading him out, the MVP of Super Bowl 52, Nick Foles. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They go to the ground again with with Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Now Foles. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Colts get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to learn all this.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tannehill on target to Burks, first down, Tennessee.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Holding, offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And a good swarm of the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. They'll run it again with Henry. And only a for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook and show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Foles. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's got Pierce. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Foles. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. On 2nd and 10. Foles. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon.
I think this one went away very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the interception, here's Tannehill.
And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw.
Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine.
20, 10, 5, touchdown, Titans.
Nick Westbrook-Ikhine.
70 yards.
And the Titans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
That's caught at the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 50 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This will go to Henry out wide.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Colts football, Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Ball start.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Tannehill. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Back to throw, Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up to the...
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After review of the play, the rules on the field is reversed.
So Frank Reich had it right as his guys win the challenge. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Rodgers on the return. Shifts by him. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Tannehill.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a give to Taylor.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Go, go, go.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. Touchdown, Colts!
Alec Pierce,
42 yards.
and the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. It's an important touchdown right there, as now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost
under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now Foles.
Got a man. It's Pittman, and he hauls it in for the Colts touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Colts have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Here's Tannehill.
He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Again, Tannehill.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.